Alrighty. So, a couple of little housekeeping things to take care of. Make sure I'm in the job ease. Job ease. Job ease. There we go. Alright, we're in the thing. Bum 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 bum. Yada yada yada. Da 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 da. Wow, yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay, anyway, we're back in here. We're doing this thing. If anyone shows up, that's gas. Now, oh, my camera's not working apparently. Fantastic. Who cares? No one needs to see my face anyway. Alright, we're here. We're queer. We're gonna something something. Who knows? Alright, it's late. But check this out. I haven't got my clover leaf, have I? But I built a little bedroom out on this leaf. So once I get some clover leaves, I'll be able to rest up, safe and sound. For the moment though, we'll go to a known... Uh-oh, hang on, I have to do this thing as well. Otherwise I'm not an ambi turner.
Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, at this
Pokenuts
time of
is here.
day, in this part of the country, locally,
Oh, I love it so much.
entirely within your kitchen.
So there's a problem with the bot being on. The chat's above my head again. Hang on, fix that as well. Gotta just fiddle. When the bot's running on my gaming computer, I get to hear the alert, but I don't think anyone else does, which is not how we want it to be at all. We want it to be much better than that. We want everyone to hear it all the time. Right, I'm gonna need more ant armor, I fear. Oops, I just threw all those away. Skinner drank all the beer. Skinner, I reckon... Would he even drink beer? I don't think his mother would approve. Aurora Borealis. And my dandelion tuft is about to die. Oh well, only one way to kill it. But there's clover right there, so... Now dead. No, it's not quite dead. Oh my god. There we go, now it's dead. Why am I on... I kind of don't hate third person. I don't love it. Certainly doesn't do the immersiveness any good. But, having said that, it does make combat a little bit easier. I don't like it. I'm going back. How do I... Camera? No, craft. Hi, hello, Auntie. Oh, that's auto walk. I just threw my fucking axe, didn't I? Way to pull a Jakey. How do I... Toggle player camera. Okay, I don't know how I was to do it, but that's fine. I did it accidentally somehow. Definitely gonna have to go grab some ant armor, so we can hawk carry more thingies up the treesies. Alright, so this is my respawn point. Because now I am a creature of the sky. No more to be grounded. I am now skyward bound. Living amongst the trees. Well, the grasses. We're gonna need to eat.
I've had worse.
Luckily there's a bunch of cookies down the bottom there, so we'll grab those. I think it might be a hot dog too, if we're lucky. No, it looks like the ants have already eaten the hot dog. Oh, it looks like the ants are busy trying to eat the biscuit as well. Oh, bother. I didn't mean to kill you. Bother, bother, bother. Bother, bother, bother. Okay. Well, that's dreadfully unfortunate. Sorry, ants. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to make you cry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm just a jealous guy. Okay, so have we got workbench gear, mite fuzz, 3, 5. Don't have any acid glands on me, I don't think. You need 6 ant parts to make the knee guards. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, let's head back to base. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to make you cry. Yeah, stay hydrated, blah blah blah. I can hear a buzzing. What was that? Oh, I'm dying of thirst, okay. Let's go to the Tropico Punch fruit box over here. Get myself some drips. Drip, drip. Respect the drip, Karen. And then we'll refill our canteen as well over here. Beautiful. Fully loaded. We've got snacks and supplies. Okay, so, oh dear, I need your parts. I need your precious parts. Sorry. Acid gland. Acid gland. Okay, put our good armor in there. And then we will... We don't need this shit. Need more ant parts. Don't need the sap, don't need any of that. Okay, cool. So, if we put on our good armor, we put on this, well, it's not good armor, it's a crappy ant armor for the moment, until we can craft the arm guards, which we need. More ant parts might fuzz acid glands. Okay. Guys, it would behoove you to not come up here, okay? Because right now I need ant parts. So don't do it to yourselves. Do yourself a favor. You're the voice, try and understand it. Make a noise and make it clear. Whoa. We're not gonna live in silence? We're not gonna live in fear. Whoa. Okay, there's some dandelions there. 1, 2, 3. There's one right there as well. That's probably closest. There's some there too. Okay. There's a bunch. So what we're going to try and do is build some scaffolding. Try and keep this sky bridge alive. Because right now, it'll take one misclick and the entire thing will come crashing down. We definitely do not want that. Oh, look at this, home sweet home. Grub jerky. No longer at risk of spoiling. Okay.
That tastes really good.
That tastes really good. I left all my things back at the other place, didn't I? That's fine. We don't have to build the arm guards right now. He says build them anyway. Arm guards. Okay. Set bonus in place. So let's try and figure out where the closest weed stems are to our hey, mashed potato, how we doing? My green screen's all fuzzy and I'm just looking at that and going, that's kind of hard to look at, I imagine. I mean, apart from the fact that it's my face, which makes it doubly hard to look at. We're doing alright, I think. Thanks, Mash. How about yourself? How did Monday treat you? What adventures and tales have you got to tell us? Okay, so there's a husky weed right there. That's probably going to be the best option. Oh, golly. I did not mean to triple click that. If I just put it in completely the wrong spot. That's good though. That worked. Oh, please, that one worked. Ah, poop. Okay. So we're going to try and build some more scaffolding. And we'll have to click onto that one. So how are we going to do that? Get up nice and high. Oop. See what we can do here. Beautiful as always. Taking the week off from work. Yeah, fair enough too. Next few time periods are going to be pretty awkward. Definitely. You got plans for the time off? Final Fantasy VII? I made a big mistake when I played Final Fantasy. You can rename your characters. So I did. I renamed all my characters. Which meant that I lost some of the shared experience. Because when people are talking about cloud this, cloud that, and all the rest of it, I had no idea what they were talking about. Oops, I fell down. Okay. Burgers. You photographed all of Brighton already? Sort cards, look at furniture online. Online shopping. It's fantastic, right? Online window shopping, I think, is the best. Where you can look at everything, right? You don't necessarily have to engage with any of it. I want clover. How we doing, Belle? Come on. You can make this jump. You really can't make this jump? I find that hard to believe. That's what I thought. Good, good, good. A board game to play. Out of the loop for so long. What kind of stuff do you like, Mash? I seem to be playing alone tonight. I haven't sent up the bat signal, so I'm unsurprised. I don't expect anyone to kind of show up exactly, but I guess I'm kind of... I don't know. I'm in a weird spot right now. Bit of a weird place. I feel like I've made too many demands of too many people. Oh, bother. This is where Kato says, just build a fucking staircase, you mongoloid. She doesn't actually say that. She says much nicer things. Far more caring and considerate things. Because she's lovely. As we all know. Oh, did I just build that on my ladder? On my ramp up? That's gonna make my life difficult. What an idiot. Standard operating procedure, unfortunately. SOP. SOP on the DOG. SNOPPDOGG. Something something hot. Ooh.
Feeling refreshed.
Feeling refreshed. When I can play with people, I usually risk of the politics and playing as the Greyjoys holding the North, but normally I play political style games. Oh, okay, wow. So you talking and arguing kind of games? Have you played New Angeles? So one of my buddies is a big fan of political arguing and like convincing type games, and that is one of his faves. If it helps at all, Cristobal hates that game as well, so that's also kind of another, it's a plus, right? Because let's be honest. Oop. Beautiful. It's happening. Husky weed. It's not husky, it's big boned. He's just a little horse. Okay, I'm getting much better at building, which is not sure is a good thing, but he says getting trapped in his own staircase that he's built in the wrong spot. What a goompa. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Doot-doot. Go, Gadget, go. Go, Gadget, go. Inspector Gadget. Inspector Gadget. Do the full build. Let's see if that works. I did. Beautiful. We even landed on it mid-build. Loving it. Might have a look into it. I wanted to get a D&D. Oh yeah, that's reasonable. You kind of need people, and it's hard to play your first games of D&D like online. There are definitely people who are doing it. There's groups on Roll20 and what have you. But yeah, not the easiest. And definitely for new players, you want that first experience to be really, really positive. Otherwise, the barrier to entry remains too high and they just get put off. Gotta let them win the first one, right? It's not a weed stem? Okay. I believe you. I believe you. Okay, so I've got to go back over here. What's another good one? Do you like there to be structure? Like the New Orleans one is quite structured. But like a lot of those kind of political games, it's what the players bring to the table that really make it something. Oh, I didn't jump high enough and then I threw my weeds away. Oh golly, but one of them landed here for some reason. That's weird. Okay. Where'd my other one end up? Oh, here it is. Threw it in a bush. Now, I've never played Diplomacy, but I've been told that it's the duck's guts if you've got the right group of people. Okay, in theory, I don't want to even test it. Because if I lose this whole construction, I'll be so sad. But in theory, now that there's a scaffold under this end of this build, this all ought to be safe. And we can deconstruct this. I can X this. Fuck it, let's find out. Oh fuck, it worked. So yeah, by building these scaffolds underneath the other end of our construction, it means that the build itself is safe, and we can continue on with our nonsense, basically. It's probably going to be faster. I'm going to sleep, I think. Can I sleep yet? Not quite. It's probably going to be faster to build stairs, rather than trying to build a roof all the way over there. If I simply build stairs from this side, I think that'll be better. And then how far? Because I've built to here. It's a fair way. It's a fair whack. Wackadoo, 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 wackadoo. I'll try and grab some husky weed while we're here, waiting for sundown so we can sleep. Crash. The other thing I discovered is if we build one of these caddies on the edge here, we don't have to climb up to fill it up. So we can more readily, so if we have the team, a couple of the team members collecting resources, then they don't need to jump all the way back up onto the crate here. Cool. Really? Seems unlikely. It's so dark. Torches. Have I got any dry grass? No. Oh, come on. Be time to sleep already. Social player, yeah, fair enough. Talk rubbish with a drink and the game ends up taking hours, I'm content, but being Magic at the core, quick games are sometimes my norm. Well, one of the reasons Magic really took off, right, was because it was a pick up and play game that you could jam a few games while you're waiting for Steve to show up to play D&D. And then it ended up being that even after Steve showed up, we kept playing. This big leaf's kind of in my way. Bloody Steve. He's always late. Does he not understand? Just want me to build on the knob. Just fair, I guess. Don't build on the knob. Good advice. Steve. Oh wait, it's Alan, isn't it? No, wait, it is Steve. Alan. 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 All this clear felling as well reminds me of living in the country. There's always someone building some nonsense, and they had like scrap timber everywhere, and it was the life, man. It's a great place to grow up as a kid, the country. Endless exploring, digging. I remember finding a big rock and fantasizing about turning it into a marble bench top in my fancy ass house that I was going to build one day. It was like a piece of granite, and it was like, it must have been 2 foot long, right? It was not going to make a very impressive bench top in my fancy house. But when you're 7 and the internet doesn't exist, and it probably did exist, right? Not sure if that'll suit my table idea. I do like big rocks, don't get me wrong. I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. Where are you building? Where is this block? Oh, I've gone the wrong way. The block. Oops, too many. Okay. Greenvale. Nice. Not too far. The name like Greenvale. Hopefully that's not a name like Noble Park and Sunshine. Just total misnomers. Ooh, hello. Run off to the old Tropico Punch. It's our local watering hole. It's literally a hole full of water. No, it's fancy. It's juice. Where's the juice at, yo? Really, no juice? Ah, there we go. It's always hiding somewhere. Take that, ant. Do you know ants rarely get sick? because of their little antibodies. Ba-dum, dum, cha. How high did we go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9? I guess you don't get to the sky by building 6. Grass plank, okay. Oh, bother. Drop my stick on the ground, Mum. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, one more. Didn't get the ingredients right. All right. All right, all right, all right. Stairs, waves. Development's going up in between. Yep. Yeah, good, 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 good. Drasselinch, hi. How we doing? It's Monday, yo. Hard to have Monday-itis at the moment, right? When every day gives us itis. Like the day that ends with Y-itis. Maybe we have a little slightly more positive outlook on that. Like, if every day sucks, none of them suck. How about that? Positivity. Thanks, Phil Helmuth. Positivity. Oops, too far. Am I really one short? No, I'm not. Good. I don't think so. Friday. I've always loved the theory that if you don't have to work tomorrow, then today is Friday. If you don't have to work the day after tomorrow, no, hang on. Yeah. If you don't have to work tomorrow, then today is Friday. If you do have to work tomorrow, then today is Sunday. I think there's a scenario where today is Saturday as well, but Yeah, if you worked today and you work tomorrow, then today is Monday. If you work today but don't work tomorrow, today is Friday. If you overthink things all the time, well, we go back to our previous logic. If you overthink everything, then you don't overthink anything. There's a feather. I think the way the feathers work is odd. So you have to whack them a bunch of times with an axe, and then that gives you a tiny piece of feather, which shows up in your inventory as a whole feather. Figure that out. I don't want to chop clover. Give me grass. Give me shelter. Why are you picking on the poor weevil? Big meanie. Oh, it's full. Whoops. That was totally what I wanted to do. How did you know? So what is the purpose of the stairs? They get me up into the sky. It's a staircase to nowhere. So I don't know the answer. Okay, I don't know the answer. I've got no answers. The short version is that we thought about building a sky bridge, and then we started doing it, and then it fell down. And in much the way of human endeavor, the world over, by being foiled, it's made us want to redouble our efforts. And by us, I mean me. Because I seem to have managed to scare off the people I was playing with. I was going to add a little tag to the... Have you guys noticed when you log in, the first time you try and chat on Twitch now, there's a little pop-up that has like chat rules? So I was going to add to those and say... I don't know, I want to say that I understand that the way I play is probably not the way that is optimal, or that like other people might play, but I don't want to sound like I think I'm special either. Like, I know I'm not doing anything optimally or, you know, quote unquote correctly. So I don't want it to sound like, you know, so I kind of want to say, you know, this is what I'm doing. By all means ask, like, what the fuck are you doing, man? You know, I've no problems whatsoever with being questioned. God, imagine that. Imagine having a problem with someone saying, "What are you doing?" You'd probably have orange spray tan and lie 17,000 times in 4 years. God, I'm pretty happy that 4 years is coming to an end. Fuck, I hope that 4 years is coming to an end. Jesus Christ. What's going to happen to the world if it doesn't? Play the game your way, because there isn't a correct way to play unless you're a speedrunner. Yeah, and even then, right, speedrunners discover new things. But I appreciate the vote. Thank you, Dress. Mutation detected, Grassmaster. I'm a Grassmaster. I'm a living lawnmower. Love it. I am a living lawnmower. Ask, was, or cash. Nobody waits for free. So, hopefully that kind of non-answer was some kind of an answer. I am not a crook. Promise. Heh. And don't come here. Oh, I don't need your parts anymore. Okay, you're safe. Safe. One time, dealer. Did that before. Casually dropped my grass out into the middle of nowhere. Made me sad. Don't be sad, master. Baking a cake.
Can't waste food. Can't waste food.
Wow, those
Can't waste food.
biscuit crumbs are very calorific. I can really get one piece of grass out of that. Oh no, here it is. Calorific. If you say it loud enough, you'll probably sound precocious. Supercalifragilistic, extra calorie. Oh, anyway. You guys all heard about when the Dalai Lama traveled through most of northern Asia with no shoes on. He traveled all that way. It's like 6 months or something. Walked with no shoes. And you know about how he doesn't have any personal possessions. So of course, you know, he's got his entourage and what have you, but he also, like, some kind of religious reason or something, like he didn't brush his teeth for the entire 6 months either. So he's walking across Asia barefoot, no toothbrush, and by the end of it, he was a supercalifragile mystic with extra halitosis. Lure them up on the bridge, they float down while they fall to their deaths. It's all an elaborate ruse. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Mate, Julie Andrews, I am not. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Diddle-diddle-I, diddle-diddle-I. When you're with a sweep, you're in good company. Stop doing that bit. When you're with a sweep, lure it up onto the bridge. I think if we put some food up here, the ants would come. the ants would come. Oh no, I died. That hurt. When you're with a sweep, you're in good company. So there's a number of things that Kate is very passionate about. And one of the things she's very passionate about is how much she hates the Chimney Sweep song from Mary Poppins. I don't believe the loathing extends to Dick Van Dyke in general. However, don't quote me on that. You'll have to ask her yourself. One of, oh, fuck me. One of our interview questions for new team members used to be, what's your favourite Disney movie? And famously, only one person has said Mary Poppins. Collapsing bridges again. No, Vance, I've solved the problem. I have solved the collapsing bridge problem. And by me, I mean my 7-year-old daughter, who turns 8. Can you believe that? I'm going to have an 8-year-old. What the hell happened? I used to be cool. No, I was never cool. Pretty sure I was never cool. I mean, oh no, I just dropped all those fucking leaves, didn't I, by falling in the water. Ah, you drongo. Now there's a whole bunch of leaves in the water. Motherfucker. No. Inventory full, that was a weird thing for it to say. Oh, I can't carry, okay, inventory full being your inventory for carrying things is 0 while you're in there. Yeah, fair, okay. So there was one time in high school where I did something and someone else expressly copied me and made a point to say, hey, look, I did the thing you did. And I want to say it was cooler than shaving my eyebrow, but it wasn't. My niece is old enough to have a job at a chemist. Oh my god. Yeah, that's definitely going to make you feel old. Holy moly. Fuck me, I did it again. When you're with a sweep, you're in good company. I'm gonna go and pick it. Oh, look at that beautiful flower. Oh, don't. Yeah, you have to actually hit the button to make your thing. There we go. Alright. So if I grab this and keep walking back to base, there ought to be a couple of them. Oh, you thirsty again? Gotta keep this meat mech well maintained, James, is the word you're looking for. Maintained. Maintenance. Me England speak good. Me fail English? That's impossible. Alrighty. Quick trip to the thirst quencher. That is Tropico Punch. Tropical Punch. Have it for lunch. Oh really? Have I drunk all the drips? No, never. There's always more drips. When you're with a sweep, you're in good company. Dum da 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 ba da da ba bum ba da. Now, I haven't seen the reboot, or it's not a reboot, right? It's a sequel, the Mary Poppins sequel. But I think that doing a sequel is a much better idea than doing a reboot. Because surely, right? Just telling the same story again. I know all the stories are, all stories are the same, ultimately, but let's not get too, nihilistic up in here. Nihilistic? Who's that guy? I can't see. And I can't craft a torch because I've got no dry grass chunks. Again. But there's dry grass here. Let's get some. There we go. Dry grass chunks. Right there, where everyone can see them in the dark.
Bam!
Alley-oops, bring in the light. So I've been playing a bunch of Luigi's Mansion, as I mentioned last night. And God, the lighting in that game is gorgeous. Like it was really one of the things that attracted us to the first iteration of Luigi. The lighting was just so good, and like the lighting was a key part of it. Like you have a torch and you're, torching things. That's what you're doing. Using your torch to expose ghosts and then suck them up into your vacuum cleaner, a la peanut butter sandwiches, a la Ghostbusters. I think that's full, right? Oh, no, it's not full. It is full now, okay. And I'm just constantly impressed at how well crafted Nintendo games are. Like the pacing's great. Keeping all the bridge secrets. What was a bridge solution? Oh, okay. So I will show you. God, I hope I haven't jinxed myself. So, as you probably recall, we have a little bit of a bridge to nowhere over here. So, we've got this set of stairs. And it doesn't connect to the other sky bridge. But what I've done is I've built a scaffold on the end of the sky bridge that goes all the way to the ground. And that now makes this whole structure effectively legitimate rather than a physics cheat. Apart from the fact it's clearly still a physics cheat. The game's like, yeah, no, that's fine. So now I can safely build like a prototype, like a phantom scaffolding or what have you on the end of this and decide it's in the wrong spot. So I can build off this now and deconstruct it safely without losing the whole lot. Whereas on this one here, because under this scaffolding, under this staircase, there's nothing holding these 4 panels of grass up, then if I deconstructed one of these, it would all fall down. And anything I built off it would fall down as well. So when I get this bridge going a little bit further, I'll do the same thing and I'll build a scaffold underneath it. To save me the heartbreak of losing another sky bridge. Does it explain why we're doing it? Not at all. Not at all. Yeah! I'm in a thistle. You haven't got one. You can't afford it. Your dad's on welfare. Meh. I know I'm thirsty. Stop whinging at me. Oh, I can hear the bird. Boydie? Is a Boyd. Daddy see the Boyd on the big screen? So yeah, he's copying everything Aurora says right now. And so when she's like, Dad, can we play Luigi's Mansion on the big screen? He says the same thing. He says, Daddy play game on the big screen? And it's pretty fucking adorable. It's super, super, super hard to say no. Like, no, I don't want to play video games to entertain you guys. As if. I think my biggest bridge secret is never bid 6 no trumps. Oh, I fell in a hole. I don't even know if that's a thing. I know it's 500, right? 500 and bridge is similar, right? I've never played bridge. Or whist or euchre. I was a 500 guy growing up. 500. With those oddly shaped, like oddly sized queen slipper cards. $500 is great, I agree. It's easy to forget, given, you know, decades of playing Magic, that there are good 52 card games, 52 card deck games. Imagine explaining 500 in like Magic terms. It's a 4-player multiplayer game. You play in 2 teams. Oh, like Two-Headed Giant. Yeah, kind of. It's played with a 52 card deck. 52, that's a weird number. Yeah, I know, right? Oh man, I forgot about, I can't fly and, no, whoops, never mind. It's got lots of 4-ups. $13 playsets. Yeah, it was 500 that introduced me to the idea that, you know what? You don't have to be constrained. You can have 11s, 12s and 13s in your deck. That's fine. No one's going to stop you. It's not like there's a law against it. Oh my god. It's happening, folks. I can see our other bridge. Fuck me. Okay, I think once we get to the To get to the log, we'll build the scaffolding. 'Cause we are almost there. Oh, that hurt a lot. I've got a tuft on. When I first started hanging out with Kato and her family, they played 500, and they cheated like nobody's business. Like, and it was like they made a joke of how blatant they were cheating. You know, we're gonna do some gardening later. Better make sure we bring our spades. And like, it was great. It was great. Nod's as good as a wink to a blind bat, eh? 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 Like it was signaling if no, like it was out of control. It makes no sense. Thrown away planks, 3%. It's closer to 50. It's not 50%. Look how many planks there are here. I've done it 5 or 6 times or something. Definitely more than I'd like to admit. When we were unpacking some boxes, Aurora found a... Do you remember, must have been a couple of years ago now, the Herald Sun was giving away miniature copies of board games? And so we got a miniature copy of Monopoly. And so she found that, she's like, oh, Monopoly? What's that? I'm like, it's a board game. Sigh. She's like, can we play it? And I'm like, oh, Uncle Paul. Sigh. Sure, we'll play it. And, you know, to her credit, she got it through about half a game. What are you doing? Have I put food in there again, have I? Aphid, is that what you're after? The aphid honeydew? Okay, it's gone now. Go away. She basically played until it became apparent that she had no chance to win. And then she made it very clear that she didn't want to play anymore. And then the next day she wanted to play again. So, good on her. Props for trying. But then after that second round, she hasn't shown any interest in wanting to play again, thank God. It's not the worst game in the world. Y'all can get fucked. How did that hurt me? Fell almost no distance. Bum ba da bum, bum ba da bum, bum bum ba da bum bum, ba da da bum, bum ba da bum, bum ba da bum. The house rules make it fucking terrible, absolutely. It's like the point is that it's supposed to get really, really uneven really, really quickly. Hey ho, it's Quirkwood! I'm building bridges. Someone told me to build a bridge and get over it, so doing my best. Ask not. Ask not for whom the bell tolls. Lisa needs braces. Nevermore. I really ought to add. Oh, I've got to do Draslinch's custom and Null as well. I've got to do your custom bot greetings. Beg your pardon. There is a record of the transaction, so I won't actually forget. I'll only like forget. Regular forget. Not like forget. Straw, yep. Has it exploded again? It has not exploded again. As this younger sibling, I can assure you it is an awful game. Yeah, I remember playing with my youngest brother. So 6 years difference. And he would do any deal as long as he got change. So if he got dollar notes back as change on a deal, he was stoked. Because it was all about quantity rather than understanding of the different values of the notes. Which we, of course, took massive advantage of. I think the deal making is where that game either is made or broken. If you're playing with people of similar skill levels, then it's basically random who wins it. And I think that's where it becomes a bad game rather than anything kind of, I want to say intrinsic to the game itself, but that thing that I've just described is intrinsic to the game itself. So yeah. You get a sub. Everyone gets a sub. Oprah Winfrey voice. Check under your chairs. It could be some variation of like making it rain for sure. I reckon we do one more. Oh, did I fuck it? Oh, I did, didn't I? Oh my god, I've been so careful. Fine. Now let me do this before. Why? Now it's letting me do it, okay. Oh man, these guys are aggressive. Aggressive little shits. Our aim's not very good though. Slightly off target. I wonder how bad that's going to be. I probably do want to build a little bit more. Like 2 more. 2 more panels, I reckon we'll do it. Did the same guy win the Australian Championship 3 years in a row? So he won it. I want to say 2004, and then was invited back to play in 2008 and won it again. And I don't think it ran, and I don't think it's run since. I don't think it's run since then. Sadly, but I mean, the format of the tournament was ridiculous. Okay, so was a 60 player, that sounds right, yeah, so 15 tables of 4, played 3 rounds, and the player who had earned the most money over those rounds went on to the national championships, right? So stream issues. So yeah, the guy who won it in, I think it was 04, got invited back to play in 08. But the format of the event was stupid dumb. So the state championships was a free event. 60 players in a shopping center playing 3 rounds, effectively Swiss. 4-player tables.
Whoa.
And then the player with the highest aggregate score at the end of 3 rounds got flown to Melbourne to play in the national championships. So 7 players from around the country got flown, and then the previous Australian national champion was the 8th player to make up 2 tables of 4. And then we played a game of Monopoly, and the 2 highest scoring players from each table progressed to the final table, and then that played down to a winner. Why am I getting these grass stems? And the winner of that event got flown to Vegas to play in the World Championships. And of course, the winner of the World Championships, I don't know what the format of their event was, but it had to have been better than the format of our event, because that was just an absolute crapshoot. The winner of the World Championships gets a copy of Monopoly with real money in it. See, now why can't I build that one? Why can't I build that one? It makes no sense. Why can't I build that one? Whoa. Alright, that's the one I want to build. I want to build this one. So let's make it happen. Pretty sure that once I've got this phantom built on here... Oh, have I built it the crosswise as well? You drongo. Okay. Well, hopefully this is worth the price we paid for it. Oh, and I die. Too funny. After all that, I don't think you'd want to look at a Monopoly board ever again. It's true. So, to add insult to somewhat injury, the national championships was held on the like 86th floor, is it? The Sky Deck, Eureka Sky Deck. And I've got pretty serious vertigo. So I had to stand with my back against the window, so I didn't look down, because it was terrifying.
I've had worse, I guess.
Not 0 skill, but roughly random between players of equivalent skill. Yeah, that's effectively what I my kind of takeaway. And given that the national championships is like 7 kind of effective randos against a guy that does know what he's doing. Oh, there was also, of course, drama. Was it in... It might have been in Canberra. It was one of the ones that Brewer and I were at. The results got announced incorrectly. And the guy who the guy who came second was announced as the winner. So of course that didn't go down very well. And so he cracked it, understandably, and was given a free roll into the next one. I mean, it was a free event anyway, but he was flown to, I think, to Melbourne to play again. Now, I don't need to build all of these. I don't even need to build enough. To build my cheatsy scaffold to get my real scaffold. Like bloody Flint and his fucking axe, right? I don't know whether this is a leading kind of question, Smallpox. I don't know if you know where that question goes. So there's a documentary called Under the Boardwalk. A guy was going around to all of the national championships for Monopoly, and I think he was German. He was European, right? Of course. And he was going around to all the national championships and filming them, interviewing players and people who were involved. To have I got all my armor on? I have. Why am I 7 of 7 instead of 8 of 8? 1, 2, 3. What are my side effects on? Ant helmet. Oh, I've got my ladybug chest plate on by accident. There we go. That's why. Great. Got it. Understood. So there's this documentary, Under the Boardwalk. You can find it. It's not difficult to find. Anyway, I'm in it. So you'll get to see me in the amazing costume, I guess, the dress up that Kate organised for Fabian and I to wear at the national championship. So we're dressed up like old school like blackjack dealers, or like bookies, like with the green visors and the like black vests and the little sleeve things that push, like the little chain things that push your sleeves up. You know, Channel 7 came down and covered it. The food was good. Had these little like single serve fish and chip things. They were pretty ace. And they massively overcatered it as well, so we all got to eat really, really well. It was one of the best paying judging events that I ever did as well. That's a fact. Staircase. Man, I'm a bit of a thickie sometimes. Of course I don't have to build this scaffold. I'm in the middle of building a phantom thing. You'd think that I would realize that my support system for the phantom thing can be phantom as well. This is probably not going to want to snap now because I've got these stairs in the way. Classic. Are we there? Is that enough? I can't see, right? I can't see shit. Time is at 8 o'clock. All right. So let's go this way. What do you mean I can't sleep? What do you mean I can't sleep? Can't sleep when there's an enemy nearby? I'm not under attack. Am I?
Safety first.
Oh god, right, they're everywhere. Fuck me. Oh yuck! Under the torchlight, they look really hairy. Okay.
Feeling
Is Roy's solution to building a sky bridge actually build a foundation? It was. It was indeed to build a foundation. How clever is that kid? There's an apple core here. Yeah, she was really, really, really subtle about it too. Dad, I think you might need to build some scaffolding. Can we build this like a massive cheat? Mostly. That's not so bad. Glider. Oh, don't actually glide then, just fall to your death. That's fine too. Fucking Drongo. Under the boardwalk, we were having some fun under the boardwalk. Under the boardwalk, boardwalk. Oh, when the sun goes down and the stars begin to show. When the moon gets so bright. Something else with words. I'm gonna need one more of those, aren't I? The sun begins to glow. So what I'm thinking, right, so if I dismantle this top piece here, these stairs should fall down. I don't want them to do right now, but we'll test that in a moment because this is a separate structure to the structure that we're building, which is another thing that I'm doing for structural integrity. To try and avoid having too many eggs in one basket, basically. I think you need to start writing it. Oh no. Someone type what is it? Exclamation mark thesis. See where we're up to. Oh, come on. I know we can make this jump. Oh. When the moon gets so bright. Dear. I don't know that he'd appreciate that very much. Which obviously makes it doubly worthwhile. Okay, now I am building on my actual scaffolding. Okay. Alrighty. Time to grab some more weeds. Oh, blimey little weed. Does it horn you like a candy man? I hope not. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. I'm not doing it. It's not that I'm scared, exactly. I bet you have to explain their topic to someone. Oi, oi, oi. Those poor guys. They've been tortured enough. He's already dead. Okay, now in theory, oh no, we're not finished yet, don't get cocky. Still got this phantom right here. Oh shush. Definitely want to double check your work before you start dismantling things. Whoa! That guy was serious. Serious. Yikes. Serious about dying. Getting dieted. Nevermore. More torture. Rough. Rough. I mean, they brought it on themselves, right? So, what can we say? I know, you're thirsty. To the tropical punch.
Whoa.
I've had worse, I guess. I remember when the Monopoly documentary came out, I was given a lot of shit by the judging community. Specifically, in fact, more than even the judging community, the official Wizards photographer, his name I can't recall. He spent all of one Pro Tour just like laying into me. It was great. He definitely had my number. Oh, even Australian, that's right. He wasn't Australian, but yeah. I hear. Where's the safest place to fall here? Probably there. Okay, they're all built, great. Alright, so what we're looking at is a scaffold that goes from the log all the way up to the sky bridge. So in theory that means we'll be able to, oh no. Take off parts of this. Like, so those two phantom pieces I've got on there, I ought to be able to deconstruct without the rest of the sky bridge self-destructing. In theory. Now, as I say, theory is a wonderful thing. And look, some of you might say, why don't you build the scaffolding first? It's like a good question, but I need it to be exact. I need it to link up. And so for that to happen, it's got to start at the top. Now I have a whole bunch of materials on me and no way to get back up there other than the long way. What I might do, grab all this grass at least. And the moon gets so bright. Who watched Beaches like way too many times, like an inexplicable number of times as a young person? I feel like I saw that movie a lot more than statistical chance would otherwise suggest. Oh, bother. You're not really attacking me. You might think you're attacking me, but you're not. Now, do apple chunks hydrate us? And it's a pretty dry ass looking apple.
Hydration is the key to performance.
So, I guess we're not going to find out today, but... I'm carrying a lot of shit around with me for no reason. Tell you what, this also, I've been struck by the thought that what I've been doing here spending myriad amount of time building something with questionable long-term value. It's quite ant-like, right? Oh fuck, really? I got a tuft. I got a tuft on. It's quite ant-like. You know, running around, getting a small amount of resources and bringing them back to base. Slowly, 1% at a time. Making it better. If only I was this industrious in my real life. Having said that, I did only lift some boxes today. I didn't lift too many. How many is too many? Any is frankly too many. Fucking boxes. I feel like this little structure is lower than that structure. Just keep pissing them off. Snuck up on you that time, didn't I? Do you like apples? It's very ant-esque. Also, uh-oh, here we go. Thanos War. Ah! When the moon hits your face. As it's thrown down from space. Excellent. Apparently the new Marvel Avengers game is good. I don't think I'm gonna dive in, but I'm not a big enough fan of the franchise. But yeah, I've heard good things. Also, Fortnite are doing like a branded crossover, right? Fucking good on them. That game came from nowhere. And it's obviously making billions of dollars. Good on them. And I see Magic's finally coming to mobile. I wonder if that's going to be enough. Give us something punishing. Something punishing. Loot boxes. Shit, oh, that's a shame. Punishing. What did I hear recently? I've heard a couple of good ones recently. Oh God, now I can only think of... I saw a skit today about tools, like literal like pieces of equipment that you use to manipulate other things. Drinking at a crowbar. It was fantastic, but it's not gonna be able to be explained. It's like someone trying to explain a comic strip to you. It's just not worth trying. Something punishing for Drass Lynch. We definitely need a good punishing. Punish. Punishing. Oh, sugar, sorry. Oh, ow, oh. Did you guys hear that pop? That was my knee. I've had this pain in my, like the knuckle of my little finger for a couple of months now. And this, like, I'm like, I thought maybe I'd cracked the bone or something, doing something stupid, and I was like, oh, it'll heal up. And not only is it not healed up, but it hasn't really got worse either. It's a little bit twingy. The pain's quite intense when it does trigger, but otherwise it's like, oh yeah, whatever. And this morning I thought, because you just don't think of these things as a young person, but I was like, could be arthritis. Could be the beginnings of arthritis. So I've got that to look forward to. Punishing. I'm drawing. Sounds like you're raving mad. I'm drawing massive blanks. Something punishing. I feel like I need a seed. That's amore. I'm sure I've told you guys about the time my mum said that I couldn't build a car out of pasta. I fucked the joke. Damn it. Never mind. Start again. Why does baloney rhyme with pony? What is the etymology of the word baloney? English. What a language. Something punny for Draslinch. Gonna need to get a weed stem to build these stairs. When the sand gets so hot you wish your tired feet were fireproof. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea. Baloney, presumably not English, absolutely. Yeah, no, there's almost no way that is English with that kind of construction. But I mean, how many English words are English? It's got to be a vanishingly small percent of them, right? Ah, what the fuckity fuck was that? The Glassmaster. Mortadella, like bolognese, bologna, Bologna, Bologna. Hey, Beeb made it into Victoria, by the way. For those of you who were playing that game, dude travelled from Western Australia to Victoria in the middle of a global pandemic, with borders shut, on the strength of his mate going, "You'll be right. Don't worry about it." And in true Beat style, he was right. Just fine. I've fallen and I can't get up. Ugh. Hoops, you're doing a good job of not dying today. I've just jinxed you, I'm sure, but I've fallen in a fucking hole too. You wish your tired feet were fireproof. Why am I low health? Oh, because you just fell off a giant fucking building. Bog standard. Poor excuse for a mechanical outfit. Chamik! Welcome to the House of Nonsense Construction. We're building nonsense construction. Surprising absolutely no one. Chamik, where are you in the world? Denmark. Wow. It never ever ceases to astound me just how much, just how wonderful it is that this platform, not this one I'm standing on, brings people together from all over. It really is a beautiful thing. Boo. Waiting for the apocalypse to die down. Yeah. Ugh.
Help me out!
Oh, that was awkward. Pretty sure that my spawn point is still in my my little leaf bed. It is. Perfect. Oh shush. You're fine.
You're refreshed. Let's see what's sneaking around here.
Let's see what's sneaking around here. Something for dry lynch. Oh, they ate that apple. Something punishing. Was it what you just showed me? James, check your Facebook. I wanted to make James laugh on camera. I so very rarely Facebook. Money printer go brrrr. Yeah. Wizards of the Coast. I am not allowed to.
I'm ready to.
I'm not allowed to comment. I can neither confirm nor deny. Can neither confirm nor deny. All right. Now I definitely don't want to... Oh. Okay. Alright, we're off quite a bit higher than that. That's okay. It's okay. Do we make that jump? Probably better off building this one just to be safe. And then you guys all get to laugh at me. More than usual. Still want to come like, what's my favorite punny joke? I distinctly heard you say, water bottle, water bottle, water. I'd like to know the word for that thing we did before with the supercalifragilistic joke, where a construction, like a sequence of words sound like another sentence. I'm sure that there's a linguistic term for that. But the smirk is how I know I got there. You did. Did you make that, or did you find that? Because it's chef's kiss. Alrighty. So, in theory, now that we've constructed this whole nonsense under here, right? So we've got a scaffold going all the way to the tree trunk there, supporting this end of the sky bridge. This ought to mean that I can X off this thing without losing the sky bridge. So let's find out. I love legitimate theater. So it's like a half block, right? Yeah, what are you gonna do, huh? Okay, I love it. So, we ought to be able to X this off as well, I guess. Righto. It's kind of a Mondo green. It's kind of a Mondo green, yeah. Mrs. Mondo Green? If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Yeah, I don't know what the word is. Once upon a time when the internet was still a place you could explore, I stumbled across a website that had all the words for those things. It had words for all the things. And it was wonderful. It was really well indexed and searchable, and it was wonderful. It was everything that I wanted it to be. And I've never been able to find it since. Like, for example, it had the word for when something becomes the generic term for something, like rollerblading or Walkman. Like, there's a word for that. You know, the words for all of the different parts of sentences and what have you. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea. Now, in theory, this is the closest point to there, right? So this is where we want to be building this part. And this will at least require a whole lot less going back and forth for a while we are near the staircase. On a blanket with my boyfriend is where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, probably fooling around under the boardwalk. I hope we get found. Under the boardwalk, I'm an exhibitionist under the boardwalk. Oh dear. It's like, what rhymes with east? Fist? Don't go there. Clear fell this whole area. I want to give you something simple, right? But like super cringeworthy dry lunch. I want to give you like a, you know, what did the X say to the Y? Like, this doesn't count, right? But let me just rattle off some things and see if I get somewhere good. So there's two cows talking, and one says, "You worried about this mad cow disease?" And the other one says, "I'm not worried. I'm a helicopter." There's two sausages in a pan, and one says, "Mate, it's getting hot in here, yeah?" And the other one goes, "Ah, talking sausage!" Oh man. Ah, okay, yeah. Note to self. If you haven't equipped your glider, you will simply fall to your doom. Did you not know this? Talking food. Talking food. It's a really underexplored area of comedy. Not a pun, but on one of my favorites is the muffin version of the sausage roll. Oh, it's muffins. You're right. You're right. I beg your pardon. It's meant to be muffins. Muffins is definitely funnier than sausages. They just lend themselves to humor. Muffins, that is. Muffins. Okay, alright, I'm in the right area then. If you are a fan of the muffin joke, then I'm in the right kind of zone. What about... Oh god, do you remember the thing I said before about the... Do you remember the thing I said about not equipping your... Freaking Egypt. It's Samondo! Hey Cupcake, how you doing? That's annoying.
Whoa.
Icing to see you. This game is fucking gorgeous. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Out of control how pretty this game is. We've talked about it a little bit before about just how good they got, how right they got the art style. Like, it's just bang on. The translucencies and everything, and no, it's a incredible offering. And we are taking that offering and removing its urine by... Did I really not put on my fucking ant armor before loading up with fucking supplies? What an idiot. Can we build this? Dun, under the boardwalk. Simon, you would have been one of those ones who had beaches inflicted on you a bunch as a kid, right? Bette Midler or the seawater itself? Yeah, both. Literal Zero Fox, nice to meet you. Yeah, that was his last day on the job, right? Definitely Mr. Cubie's enthusiasm. I need you to clarify your question. Bette Midler. I've had Under the Boardwalk stuck in my head for the last too long. A freeze is coming. Yeah, that is a fucking lazy pun. That's a lazy joke for sure. Lazy pun, whatever it is. Lazy script writing. Like, why not riff off the word mister if you're gonna riff off the word freeze? Then we find out that Arnie actually ad-libbed those lines. We're gonna have to start building stairs soon. Put that one there as a reminder that we're gonna start building stairs, because we've got to go up, what, at least 2, maybe even 3 steps. Where are there some weeds? Look at the mustard on that hot dog. It took one bite and threw it away. Like, it's criminal. Drass Lynch. When I shot you, I didn't miss the. Hey, so you miss do you miss your ex-wife? With every shot so far. Whoops. Ali, whoops. Great, terrible jokes from The Simpsons. Tell me. Share. What did we do for Kato's birthday? Very little. Very little. She got coffee and pancakes in bed. And the gift. Oh, Kato, she's literally walked in behind me and said, donuts! Yeah, we had a very confused Uber driver bring us a box of donuts. Like I answered the door and she's like, Sarah? And I'm like, no. She's like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, there's no Sarah here. And she's holding this box of donuts looking really confused. And so she starts to kind of step away and I'm like, are they for Sarah or from Sarah? Because it's my wife's birthday today and our friend Sarah may have sent us donuts. And the look of like gratitude and sheer relief, exactly what it was on her face. Was like, okay. And then she completed the step away from me to go and call Sarah. And you know, the conversation was basically like, hello, I'm just here at James's house and okay. And then she hands the donuts over while still finishing the conversation and then walks off. It was great. Then donuts were eaten. Yeah. Obi's still referring to himself in the third person and it's so cute. It's not like creepy yet, like it is when an adult does it. So he's like, Obi likes this one? Like, oh, does Obi like that one, does he? Donuts to your door was pretty amazing. I found my wife in bed with my best friend. You bite her. Yeep, beat him too. Ah, dear. I'll allow it. I'd like to say that I planned for there to be exactly 3 weed stems up here so I could have these 3 flights of stairs. I didn't. It was an accident. Well, that hurt. I tell you, the ability to simply resurrect yourself infinite number of times certainly changes your attitude towards mortality. Oh, I don't know, Vance and Simon, I don't know if you were more of a Southern hillbilly accent. Yup, bit him too. If you guys were immortal, how much of your life do you think you'd change? Like any? Whoa. Like completely immortal, yeah, completely immortal. Like obviously I'd be a lot more interested in compound interest. Kato just said I'd go to sleep for 100 years so I had money to go out. Hopefully in 100 years you'll be allowed to go out. Thousands of banks and robbing... Okay, Draslinch, I've got one for you, okay? I've got one for you. It's terrible. Alright? So it's an Isaac Asimov short story about a time traveler called Stein. And this guy, for some reason in my head, this story takes place in Adelaide. I don't know quite why, but... Maybe. So this guy, Stein, builds a time machine and then robs a bank. Because of course, if you're smart enough to build a time machine, why wouldn't you rob a bank? And he robs a bank and jumps in his time machine and jumps forward 7 years and 1 day. Now the statute of limitations in this particular jurisdiction on bank robbery is 7 years. So obviously 7 years later, the police know he's coming. And so they're waiting there for him when he reappears to arrest him. So they arrest him and they duly take him to court. He's charged and what have you. And the judge rules that a niche in time saved Stein and rules him not guilty. Or unable to be punished. I want to say certified. What's the word for it when you get... Yeah, criminal record, you get... What do you get? You get... Yeah. Oh no, we're not going to there. We're going over to the hedge. Oh, this is like a... Still going to the hedge? Yeah. That was the plan. I'm sticking to the plan. Convicted. Thank you. Conviction. Contraception. So, Jakey, if you're there, had you heard of that game that I messaged you about earlier? So there's a game... For 1983 Japanese role-playing game, video game, where you have stats and what have you, but you're a salesman trying to sell condoms to women, and you have like, I don't know what kind of stats you would have that would help you in that situation, but that's the theme of this role-playing game. And in this article, it was like, this is one of the first JRPGs. Like, yep. Because Kato and I were talking about JRPGs, and she's like, well, what's the definition of a JRPG? And I'm like, you know what? Maybe my definition isn't the best definition. Let's go find another one. And I fell down a rabbit hole. Sounds like they nailed it. I don't know what to say about that. Stat on charisma? He doesn't have to try him out on him.
No, but their sales technique is to give something they need right in a minute.
Oh yeah? Whoa. What are we building at the moment? A loyal following. Self-insert? So I presume a self-insert? Do you mean self-interest, or like it's like an avatar of yourself?
Safety first.
Looks 13 and is 1,000. Well, my initial point of distinction was that JRPGs are grindy as fuck. That was kind of where I drew the line. So I sent Benny an article about it, from which I found out this little nugget of information about this condom selling game. And basically this guy used the argument about Dark Souls. He's like, is Dark Souls a JRPG? And if not, why not? It's getting dark, mister. Dark Souls absolutely is an RPG though, right? You've got skills, you level up, you've got all of those things. Like if Dark Souls isn't if Dark Souls isn't an RPG, then Baldur's Gate isn't an RPG. Action adventure game with light RPG elements. Oh man. I would love to see the record store that you run, Vance. Like every record would have its own category.
Technically, it's correct.
Come on, sleep. I'm on like 1 hit point here. Is Dinosaur Robot Hunter Girl an RPG? No, you don't have stats. Fans have said thanks, Kato, for pointing out that he's technically correct.
My pleasure.
I am
Which one is the
sleepy.
best music show?
No joke.
Yeah, the Vance and Kato's, that would be, I'd watch that movie. Holy shit, I'd watch the crap out of that movie. The Vance and Kato record shop. Forget high fidelity. Forgot about it.
I think I have life experience.
Next she'll tell you she's a lawyer, watch out. I worked in Insanity. Guy shat upstairs. Insanity every day. Every day? Once a week, okay. The same hobo came into Sanity and shat upstairs is one of my favorite of Kato's Sanity stories. I'd shop there exclusively. That's it. Forget the supermarket. The only place I'm shopping is...
I don't think it was time to.
Really?
Yeah. It's just
For fun and profit.
technology.
And then they're in Sanity rocking out and they're like, oh, the moment hits. And they're like, oh. That's hilarious and probably accurate. Oh dear.
I know people just fell asleep at the headphones.
What would Vance and Kato's record shop be called? I feel like it...
A dandy.
Yeah, like, I think it would present as being gatekeeper as fuck, but it would actually not be. It would be really, really inviting. But they would, like, insist on bringing you up to speed.
Educate them now.
Yeah, they'd definitely be on, they'd be on a mission to civilize, for sure. Oh, get fucked. There's a fucking wolf spider next to my ladder. Go home, bastard. Fuck, you better not be able to get up here. Be so sad. What would it be called? Vinyl disasters. The vinyl countdown. Hey, that got a good laugh. That was a good laugh.
You just, you know that you're upset, you know.
It's the vinyl countdown. Diddly-doo. Diddly-doo-doo. God, I was almost about to type that. There we go. All right, I'm in the zone today. I'm dialed in. Dial up the awesome and break off the knob. Diddly-doo-doo. Or you could go the other way. Call it like 75 RPMs or something. That's what they were, right? 75s were the first ones, right? 78. So there you see. What do I know?
Laughing at 75. Okay.
Whatever. I'm not the one running the record shop.
The pedantic record shop.
Golden ears. Technally correct. Now I think I still need to go. Can I crouch? I think I still need to go up one more. I think I'd feel better being up one more. Maybe they've seen us. Because there's all of those, there's already all those record stores that are like built to, like the name is based on like revolution or like going around. Unsleeved Records. That's actually a pretty cool name, because like the implication is like you want to play them. The Platters of Vance. Fuck! I dropped my fucking grass plank again. I fucking did it again. Oh my god. Melania Trump's called me and said, be better. Be best? Is that her thing? Be best? What a fucking hypocritical piece of shit.
I've had worse, I guess.
Alright, so apple chunks. No, apple chunks don't hydrate you. That's fair. They were pretty nasty looking apple chunks. Vinyl records, sleeves, RPM, it's turning around. I mean, records have been around for such a long time. Most of the puns have already been used up, right? Highlander records. Oi. You have a point list on the wall? Okay. I think we're here. Oof, maybe we're not here yet. telling me it would have been perfect. Looks like it would have been perfect. Certainly didn't look like it was going to be perfect. No, I think it's on. I think it's safe. Well, I'll be. That is truly ridiculous. You're only allowed to buy 7 points of albums at a time, otherwise you won't appreciate them. That's a real problem. I've talked about that before. Like this idea that you go to JB and you buy 4 records, 4 CDs or whatever. You end up, there'll be one of them you'd barely ever listen to. All right, I'll take you guys on a tour of the garden and show you my ridiculous sky bridge. So here we are on the veranda, which is still under construction. So there's nothing really to see over there. There's 2 paint tins, but otherwise everything's just the default textures and nothing you can do there. So this is the beginning of the sky bridge. And we have fallen paint tin over there, which is upended. On your right, you'll see. Now down here, we have Billy Hogg's moist and meaty hot dog tray. And next to that spawns a hot dog and an apple or a biscuit, an Oreo. This is the first of our hairways to Stephen. I made a little adjunct here. Little resty poo place. We've got a little stash spot. Why am I picking things up out of my box? I'm like, why? Anyway, put these things away rather than pick them more things up. I might actually stash my ant armor in here too. Given that that's probably the type of thing that I'm going to want to... Let's put on a dapper hat. Look at that. We've got this fantastic dapper hat. It's our little bedroom, our boudoir. This is our first experiment in scaffolding here. We went a little bit wrong there, but we've got like a choo-choo train tunnel there. So we head around this way, curves around the garden, and paint tin, and we really haven't gone very far because we're tiny and the garden is pretty fucking huge. So some more stairways up here. Now these aren't connected because of the fear of things falling down and losing the whole shebang. So we've built in a few fail safes. So we head down this way. You see the first of the 3 lasers, 1, 2, 3, all centered around the mystery machine. So I promised him green for gasoline. Jinkies. Top of a thistle. Very nice. They didn't bother to texture the inside of that because no one's ever going to be above it, so why would they bother? Sad ass looking daffodil here. And as we get down this way, you can see the Tropico juice box here. And we've got the stairway back down to civilization. And our secondary base area here where we have a workbench and a snooze spot. Some trunkies full of... Oreo spelled backwards is still Oroi. Oiro. 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 Anyway, back up the stairs to the second phase. So that was the first set of intermediary stairs that we built, which is why it doesn't connect up to here. However, this we built earlier this evening, scaffolding. It's a fantastic erection. And the goal of that one is to make this sky bridge technically solid. Obviously still we are laughing in the face of physics Nice look at the daffodil there. There's a second laser there. Sometimes the bird perches up on top of that laser. I call it a laser. There's the rake up on Rake Rock there. And over in the distance you can see the weed killer and the smog haze, the deadly smog haze that it generates. A little bit further on here. And then on the left we can see the anthill, some of the girls returning back from work. And then over here we have the master base. You can see our mushroom farms and our moisture evaporators. You can get to the picnic table, absolutely. Yeah, we can't get up on it, but obviously getting up on things is not really a problem for us anymore. We can build whatever we want. But it's beyond the construction tape, so there's nothing over there just yet. And then this is primary base. So this is the viewing platform on top here for our arena. This is our Fight Club arena. So when Jake gets a bit uppity, we throw down in here, we battle one another. This is the PvP area. And here's our little farm. So we've got
Hydration is the key to performance.
our moisture evaporators. We've got our water containers for overflow. Mushroom farm. Keep us all nice and fed. This is our stash spots. We've got all sorts of ant parts and ladybug parts and all of our booty treasures and whatnot and what have you. And then over here is our creepy ass shrine of doom with our super comfy looking purple armchair, our stuffed ant, and some trophies. We now have the recipe for the old so we need woven fiber and an ant head. So we can just have ant heads on sticks now. Fantastic. I really kind of need one of these either side of the Thunderdome. It's just so great. Jake is such a fucking trooper. He kept shooting us and we're like, we should fucking fight club. And he's like, I know what I'll do. I'll build us a fight club. That creepy dummy. I don't remember where I've stashed my armor. Probably at the second base, right? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Alright, I'm gonna go get some jobs from Burgle and then I'm probably gonna call it a night, I think. Is there anyone else around you guys want to raid? Anyone else? Is Yuri the Black on, or Belle, are you streaming? Benny's probably playing some Dark Souls. But if there's someone you guys want to raid, let me know and we will send you over there. The more the merrier, right? See ya, Samondo. Take care. Bella is horizoning? Alright. We will send you guys over there. I can probably do it from there, can't I? Never mind, I'll do it from here. It's all good. Alrighty. Here we go. Alright, have fun, play nice. I will see you soon. Tomorrow's my day off, so I'll see you Wednesday night. Alright, take care.